as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Stafford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 50, plant.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Herbert. This is brought in by Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this is complete. It's Allen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st down at Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford got a man. That's Allison. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Check 3, check 3.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
The Chargers first down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You draw Corker. Check. Cross. Sit.
Now it's Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Rock it. Go.
To throw on second down. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Stafford. Look at, oh man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes the down. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it again with Barkley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. 10.
There we go. Joker. Switch.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. It's our time. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Again, it's Barkley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw on third down, Herbert. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Back now at Ford Field. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Shit. Like 7.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Stafford now to throw. It's caught. Jones. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, L.A. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the same time. Find a way to keep improving.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 23-yard run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. To the air again, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Easy. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. We got to jump in. Slam.
They snap it to Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is